Boy, there's a fight in their minds.
Time for our third and final matchup on this Saturday triple header in the Philippines Football League. And it's a matchup between Mendiola FC 1991 and Manila Digger FC. That will wrap things up on this Saturday, and it's expected to be a tight matchup between these two sides who are desperate to bounce back after defeats in their previous outings last week. So glad you could join us here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. So much great action to have already taken place today, and we are going to wrap things up in style. Jing Ham Lang and Cam Rodriguez calling the action for this one. An exciting matchup between two teams who are tightly positioned in the standings.
Exciting indeed, Jing, with both teams looking to bounce back. If the previous game was an experience game, this is a match of mentality where both teams are going to try and battle it out to get the crucial 3 points.
Let's take a look at the team standings and just where these two teams lie right now. As you can see, Kaya at the top of the pile right now with 10 points. One Taguig just behind them after their match earlier on, but we have to focus over to the bottom half of the table, actually the middle of the table for these two teams. Manila Digger with 6 points and Mendiola with 3 after back-to-back losses in the PFL. Manila Digger, meanwhile, have had a mixed bag so far, 2 wins and a loss. What are your expectations for this game?
They're going to come on strong in this game. They're going to want to secure the 3 points because as the games and as the league draws on, they are going to make sure that each win is secured because each game in this kind of setup is crucial.
Just a single round robin for those unfamiliar. So every match so important, particularly those you are close to in the standings. As we take a look at the previous results of Mendiola, started off flying against Air Force 7-0, and it looked like they were going to ramp up in style, but they faced off against Davao Aguilas, got brought back to the ground, and then the surprise of the season with Guerrilla United beating Mendiola 4-2 in that game. What a shock that was.
It was really an exciting game where people didn't expect Guerrilla to come out successful in that match, and Mendiola tried to be as competitive as possible in entering this match. They're going to want to do that versus Manila Digger, who, as we see now, have very narrow wins and results with their first win versus Philippine Army with a 3-2 win, coming off another win versus Maharlika FC and a narrow loss versus the Davao Aguilas UMAC FC.
Tight games only ang pwede dito sa Manila Digger. 3-2, 2-1, 1-0 in their last outing. We're expecting another tight one here again against Mendiola FC 1991. One of the dark horses of this competition. That's what Manila Digger is considered as. They're new in the PFL, but the results have shown that they are ready to compete at this level. And now we have an opportunity to check in pitch side with Megan Cabrera.
Coach Jeffrey Cuaycong and Coach Jeffrey Liman used to be teammates in San Beda, but now they find themselves on opposite sides of the pitch, calling the shots. Coach Jeffrey of Mendiola says that despite coming from a loss, their morale is high since Ali Gamluche and Hiro Ishikawa will be returning from injury. Ika nga niya, mas buo sila ngayon, and with their teams being so similar in skills and even coaching, they are playing for pride. On the other side, we have Coach Jeffrey of Manila Digger, and he says it's his first game against his former team, as in first legitimate game. So sabi nga niya, excited lang siya para dito, and he says he's underestimating no one. He is out to get the 3 points. So we have to see how this meeting will go.
reason why they are in the middle of the table, where they now treat each game, especially against those that are tied to them in the table, as real competitors, and they're gonna want to have one above the other for this match.
Both teams now in the tunnel, just about to enter the pitch. Let's welcome Mendiola and Manila Digger. Both captains on the pitch now. Hamed Hajimadi for Mendiola and Shin Minki for Manila Digger. It's going to be Raymar de los Santos in the middle today. He's going to be helped on by Brian Buergo and Michael Rojo. Michael Barajas will be our fourth official of the day. Good to see a new breed of officials taking the main stage, as well as we take a look at the starting 11 for Mendiola. Ishikawa and Gamlush lining up front. Haji Madi is going to be the man to look out for in the middle. The captain for Mendiola. They've got Polina, Rena, and Tanamor. And the back line with Betanyo in between the sticks. Meanwhile, for Manila Digger, a lot of experience as well here with Giganto up there in the left side. You've got Ibarle in midfield, Regala in the middle for them, and Kuriyama in between the sticks. Going to be an interesting set of players on the pitch today.
Yeah, we see Giganto looking to really make an impact for his team. In the previous games, he has played a key role in terms of being that power and intensive force on the wing side, and he is definitely a player to watch out for Mendiola FC.
Both sets of players ready to get going here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. The league has expanded considerably for this season. Has gone up more than double the amount of PFL teams. It's one of the most exciting aspects of this new season. And when you look at teams like Manila Digger and Mendiola, this is the standard of the league that you have to be able to meet at the minimum in order to compete at the first division.
Exactly, and encouraging to see that both teams actually have their communities out right now. We have kids sporting Mendiola FC jerseys. We have Manila Diggers community, the women's team supporting their men's team. And these are the things that make the football experience complete and encouraging to see as people who are looking to always grow the game for Philippine football.
Lovely stuff to see here on a Saturday night. What better activity than to enjoy a bit of football here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. Manila Digger in red today. Good use of the body. Sprayed out wide. Ibarle looking to find Giganto. They're going to be working in tandem on this left flank. Teammates at one time. At Kaya. Si Giganto at si Ibarle. Unable to deny the corner kick there. Played short. Giganto shows. Deliver a ball into the box. And both sides coming from defeats here, Cam. What are you expecting in this game in terms of their approach?
As we could see here in the past 2 minutes, that Manila Diggers will look to have a lot of time on the ball, and they're going to look to finish the game early. And that has been one of their strengths in the past 3 matches, where they really are an attacking force to be reckoned with. And for Mendiola, I expect them to really work together as a team and utilize their key players in Hamed and also experienced players on the wing.
Lush doing well. The whistle was delayed, but Yusuke Nita being called for the foul. It clipped Shin Min Ki. Manila Digger among the surprises of the season so far. Pinapakita nila that they are going to be no easy test every time they're on the pitch.
Yeah, when we look at the scoreline alone in terms of their past 3 games, they have been competitive. And when we say competitive, meaning they pagka laro nila may laban sila, and it has been showing in their games where they have had 2 wins. So that instinct or that need to score is there to win games, to win the 3 points. And you know, I expect them to really come in strong for this match, where they're gonna want to take the full 3 points and really build on their momentum.
And one thing that they've showed here is they are able to deal with adversity on the pitch. Conceded early against Maharlika Taguig and came back to win that one 2-1. That was their first bona fide PFL team that they took on, and they passed that test after beating Army on opening day. They faltered against Davao, a team that made it to the final of the Copa Paulino Alcantara and is a returning team, of course, to the PFL. And it was a heck of a game as well, Cam. It was a very close affair against 10-man Davao. Venturing in behind, but called offside was Hiromasa Ishikawa.
It might be a challenge for Mendiola FC today that they don't have their starting striker in Sajad, where he did suffer an injury last week, and he has been the main man on top for Mendiola FC. And it would be interesting to see how they can utilize their strikers for this match.
Of course, it was a shocking result against Don Bosco Garelli, who have struggled in large part this season, but they've turned things around with that win. Chance here for Manila Digger. Just delayed the shot there a little bit, drew the defender in, was caught. Jong Sang-cheon winning the free kick.
Yeah, in moments like that, when you're a player, you sort of get a feel of, you know, the defenders and how intense they're approaching you. And It seems in that moment that Gion was smart enough and aware enough to feel his defender coming in, like he was coming in hot, and he was there to win that foul. And you know, when we talk about football, madali sabihin na ito puro pasa ng bola, and that's how we win games. But actually, there has been a rise of utilizing set pieces to be able to make that difference for your team.
A man from Okinawa, Japan, over the ball. The captain alongside him. Mix of Koreans and Japanese players from Manila Digger. A right footer and a left footer over this one. See what they choose. It's the captain. He's drawn a save. Ball still alive. It's going to be a corner kick. Nope. Goal kick ang ibibigay.
Encouraging to see Jing Mendiola, how much Mendiola FC players supported their goalkeeper in that moment, diba? Na nag-rebound si Diggers, pero tignan natin, 5 sila nandun para protektahin ang kanilang keeper na si Betanyo.
First worrying moment para sa depensa ng Mendiola. It came from that free kick. Barley looking to play quickly. And played out by Yuan Renya. Quick look at it, Jovan Marfiga. He's manning the defense today. Nice touch from the captain. All the way back to Yuya Kuriyama.
When we talk about players to watch also for Manila Diggers FC, we see that in Kuriyama, where he did make crucial saves in the dying moments of their game versus Maharlika FC, where they were up 2 goals, and in the last 30 seconds of the match, Maharlika was knocking on the door and he made a crucial save. And nakakatuwa kasi makita mo siyang nagse-celebrate na parang siya yung naka-goal. And that's the spirit that you'd want to see, the fight that you'd want to see from football players.
Ahmed playing short. Ball into the box. There's an attack there by Polinag. Gone up for the corner kick, the defender.
Unfortunate for Manila Diggers FC that they did give away that corner, which was slightly a lazy pass that they really can't afford, because when you're at the top level like this, you can get punished for those moments. And just there in that moment, we saw that Mendiola FC had a sniff at goal. And these are warning signs that if you aren't careful enough, can bite you back.
Headed on. Composedly taken care of. And there's room on the left side. Feeding it into the middle. Amlush probing there. Hajimadi. Ibinalik kay Polinag. Some light pressure from Digger. Going in behind. Room to turn. Peeling away on the right side. Testing Mendiola. Babagsak para kay Ibarle. Took him a shot there.
Diggers right now seeming to flex their technical abilities, like just that switch from the right side of the pitch all the way to the left. It takes a certain kind of skill to be able to do that, and if used to their advantage, Manila Diggers could find a lot of joy in that.
And here they are keeping possession. Just calmly knocking the ball around. They've been looking for that diagonal. Nabasa dito ni John Betanyo. Mendiola not too interested in pressing. And now they are. Collision there. No whistle. Mendiola hunting in packs but unable to get a reward. Chance to release Giganto on the left side. Atakihin niya dito si Polinag. Trying to thread that through. Hinahanap niya si John Sangchon. Ito na nga, ang Korean forward. It's been one-way traffic a little bit here in the last few moments anyway. Manila Digger really in control.
Manila Diggers just connecting, being patient on possession where they are moving the ball around, and when a team does that, it invites the opposing team to sort of stretch them out na gusto mong igalaw yung bola from left to right, hopefully to tire out your defenders and find those pockets of space where you could utilize and really capitalize on.
Nakikita nga natin yung lovely crowd here ng Mendiola. Look at them.
Oh, always so nice to see
Enjoying
football players.
themselves.
Yes.
Sarap nga naman makita itong komunidad ng Mendiola FC.
I'm sure these are the players of Mendiola, the Mendiola team right now. Na alam ko si Coach Hamid, marami yang mga anak. And by anak, we mean the players in his academy. And it really is a good, if I could see it, I could be it moment for Mendiola FC.
Oh, certainly, that's what you gotta love about a league like this, and especially with teams who have their own academies. They're creating that pathway, and as you said, no, kung nakikita mong ginagawa ng mga kuya mo, sigurado tataas yung confidence mo na kaya mo ring gawin yan.
Oo nga, and so encouraging to see hanggang ngayon. Hindi lang kita sa camera, pero very proud. They're all very proud to rep their Mendiola jerseys.
We've got a free kick here. Ito natin, medyo nagiging mas physical na yung laro. Dina Barley earlier on the receiving end of a fair challenge, but a meaty one. And of course, Hamed Hajimadi known for his quick feet, but it didn't pan out on that occasion.
He's a player with, when we talk about being good on the ball, he has that kind of quality where you cannot commit when you're against him kasi iikutin ka lang niya, papagalawin ka lang niya ng bola, and he really is just waiting for you to bite and put you off balance and beat you.
Lovely bit of skill here. Look at that from Nicolai Abalos.
That wasn't easy, Jing, to have 3 defenders on you and still be in control of that ball. Wow, Abalos in that moment.
Coming close, Mendiola denied at the final moment by an important challenge there. Nakakuha na tayo doon ng sneak peek sa capability nitong Mendiola. Wonderful move from the right side. They play short once again. They go for goal. First time he's been brought into action. Itong si Yuya Kuriyama. Nakikita naman natin yung difference sa possession. Pero in terms of threat in the last few minutes, it's been Mendiola.
Certainly, and just Abalos being that strong force on the right side, beating 3 players and then having a sniff at goal. He is growing to be a player that Manila Diggers has to watch out for.
Skipping past one. Can he get a shot away? It's a lovely finish. Hiromasa Ishikawa. What a goal!
Ang saya, Jing. What a brave move that he was able to do. Ishikawa backed himself in the goal, and when you have a player who believes in his capability, look at him dribble 1, 2, 3 defenders, taking a shot on goal, bottom, grass cutter shot for him, and it proved to be the difference for Mendiola FC.
Pure individual brilliance. Wala kay Hiromasa Ishikawa. Look at the celebration. He went wild after that one. But what a goal.
Just the celebration, you could see what it means to him and what it means to the community who is here, and cheers have definitely gotten louder for Mendiola FC.
They were starting to pick up the atmosphere. Itong crowd ng Mendiola. Tapos dadagdagan pa ng goal.
We have a really good game on our hands, Jing.
Yeah, we've got a ball game here, Cam. Of course, hindi pa natin nakukuha yung confirmation, but we expect that nabigyan din ng yellow card itong si Ishikawa Hiromasa for taking off his shirt. Who's got a feel for the referee? It's almost like it's embarrassing. Sorry. After ang saya-saya ng celebration
good goal,
mo.
pero hindi pwede yun. We have regulations here.
Yun na nga. Confirmation ng dilaw na ibigay. Chance of let's go Bravemen, let's go in the stands. One more look at that wonderful finish. He's done the hard work, but he still had to find the bottom corner, and he certainly did that.
To pick the bottom corner at top speed is not easy, but it seems like he had that intent and really just the belief that he could do it and the skill to back it, and yeah, proved to be the difference for Mendiola FC.
Not the first time that Manila Digger will need to claw their way out of a deficit. And here they are with a free kick.
They now have a free kick on the top of the box, and this, as Mendiola FC, you would not want to be giving your opponents free kicks in this area of the pitch. And as we could see, diba, 5 yung players na naka-line up to protect the goalkeeper here of Mendiola FC na si Betanyo. Kasi nga, kung ganito kalapit sa goal, delikado para sa team.
This is where they threatened earlier in the half. They got closest from a free kick. We'll see if they're able to make this one work. Shin Min Ki over this one. Left-footed effort. So to go for goal. Diretso sa kamay ni Betanyo. He spills it, but he's not going to be punished.
Betanyo needs to be a little bit more careful when making those saves because if the strikers of Manila Diggers catch on that is something that he has been making, they might capitalize on that. And sabi mo nga na baka ma-punish pa sila dahil sa mistake na ito. So they got away with it the first time, the second time, and they would want to make sure that they don't repeat it again.
Giganto. Look at the curl, this one, what a beauty! Eric Giganto equalizes for Manila Digger in style.
Eric Giganto just showing who he is, his quality. He saw that Betanyo was off his line and the technique, the skill to be able to pause, see, pick out the top right corner of the goal just shows the kind of quality that we have here in Eric Giganto.
Not a man you want to give space. Eric Giganto saying thank you very much.
And just the way that it was curling in, that's so hard for a keeper to save. Kasi nakita natin, na-save na siya onti ni Betanyo, pero dahil may pace at dahil may technique at spin yung bola ni Giganto, there was no way of saving it.
Showing what he's about, Eric Giganto, the former star for FEU, and a long-time player for Kaya FC Iloilo. Beautiful finish, as we're going to see a substitution here. Papasok si Salifu Jata.
Manila Digger FC, by player number 13, Eric Giganto.
Still trying to figure out here who was replaced. I think it might have been Ugu. Yeah, that's right. I think it was Efanyi Elias Ugwu who gave way. So, big target man up front now for Manila Digger. And here he is getting involved right away. Giganto out wide. Making the connection straight off the bench.
And when you were talking about target player, talagang makita mo na in the moment that Giganto paused, nakita niya at alam niya na capable si Jata para dun sa mga crosses na ganon because his physicality, Jing, you could see he is towering above his defenders without any effort.
It's hard to miss, Cam.
It's a number 10 on top.
He is a foot above everybody on the pitch right now. Ball in behind. More than halfway through this opening period as we take a look at the total shots. 5 para sa Manila Digger, 3 para sa Mendiola. Living up to exactly what we talked about at the top of the broadcast, Cam. You're expecting a tight contest between these two, and it's playing out that way.
Yes, and the scoreline and the stats line up because Manila Diggers has 5 shots on goal and 4 on target, and Mendiola FC with 3 shots on goal and 2 on target. So that's around 80-85% goal accuracy, and really what you expect from both teams who want to get those 3 points.
Neither team given an inch here. It's Mendiola who are probing as of the moment. But it's a loose pass. Giganto quick to pounce on it. Ibarle. Lovely passing being shown here by Manila Digger. Advantage being played. John Sangchon was brought down.
We could see here Manila Diggers is trying, and one of the ways that they've been attacking is pushing their wingbacks up, and just in that moment where Ebarle found himself in a positive position to make that curling left cross in and behind the defense line of Mendiola FC.
Paulina looking for the early ball forward, to the discontent of some of his teammates. Chata taking it away. Giganto now on the left side. He's played it first time. They're in behind. Giganto looking to curl it again.
That whole play, Jing, started from Eric Giganto with that pass on the left flank and a forward run made by his teammate, and then again supporting underneath to be able to get that shot on goal.
Mendiola finding themselves under pressure once again. Chance nilang umatake dito. Barsanilla putting a momentary pause to it. Now they have a lot of room to try to exploit. Mendiola showing high. Kuriyama looking to find room, and he's picked out. Ebarle. Jata touching it on. Falls for Ebarle. There's a lot of red shirts inside the box. Lovely pick out, and the strike lacking the power to beat Betanyo. Johanna Daiki with the attempt.
Daiki doing a good job there, supporting, being that added number to get that shot on goal for Manila Diggers FC. It's hard to mark players like that where you're coming out of nowhere, and also props to Ebarle for finding and picking out that pass.
The left flank has been a source of joy para dito sa Manila Digger. Rifled that pass for Jata to chase. Betanyo providing some extra support. Ebarle finds Giganto, who's brought down. Paginag learning his lesson. Ayaw niya nang bigyan ng space tong si Eric Giganto.
Just the past 10 minutes alone, Jing, the game really has been so exciting, where we find Mendiola FC on the front foot and Manila Diggers responding with a spectacular goal themselves. I think with 15 minutes left of this match, we won't expect anything less than their best effort to be able to get that one goal advantage heading into the halftime.
Palinag winning that duel this time with Giganto getting to the ball first. Switching to the left side. Manila Manila Digger being made to work a little harder to keep possession now by Mendiola. Andyan pa rin yung pase na yan para sa mga nakapula. Eric Giganto really opting to cut into his right side, and Polinag now starting to read him better.
I think that was brave of Mendiola FC to play out from the back, but they need to be a little bit more careful and be sharper with those passes, because when you are so close to your goal and you play out from the back like that, you would want to be sure with your passes.
Cross into the box, headed away. This match being played with the Star Polaris, the official match ball of the PFL. Jata now, one-on-one, finds a bit of room, might win a corner kick. Yes, he does. Parang lalabas na yung bola, pero ang haba ng galamay.
Just his physicality in that moment. Hindi mo talaga matatansya kasi iba nga ang galaw when you are a player or marking a player like Jata.
Corner kick incoming. Jahana Daiki. It's a second one para sa Mendiola. Or rather for Manila Digger. Touched by the goalkeeper, but there was a foul in the build-up.
That's a great touch that Betania was able to do. He was able to anticipate the flight of the ball and really just flick away. Sabi niya, not in my house.
Kalma, sabi ni Betania, we're going to play from the back, invite the pressure, and see if we can play in behind. Paulinho trying to get that into the feet of Hamed Hajimadi, unable to do so. Jata now using his body to shield the opponent. Mendiola dealing with a threat. Sumobra lang kay Abalos. He'll be desperate to get on the ball more often. Nicolay, nakita naman natin kung ano yung capability niya kung hawak niya yung bola.
Tama, and it's just the mentality that he has to just get on the ball, and you know, when he is on the ball, he does make things happen, and a player to watch definitely for Manila Diggers FC.
Sometimes you get put in a tight space and coaches tell you to pass the ball more quickly, but sometimes you can solve a problem in more than one way, and Nicolay Avalos has that ability with his technique to get out of the tight spaces with his close control.
Yun nga, so totoo, wala ngang maling desisyon, but there's just a better option for that moment. And when you're a player like him who does believe in his technical skills, talagang para sa'yo yun yung better option. And if you're successful with it, well, why not?
Giganto still going to turn away from Polina, didn't make contact. He's recovered well, Polinag, after allowing Eric Giganto perhaps a bit too much room to fire in the equalizer. He's at least leveled out the matchup. He's certainly being called into action a lot. Jata is onside. Can he find a teammate? Hindi niya lang maibigay pabalik kay Piñero, who was all alone in the middle.
We could see there Renya having a word with his teammates, making sure that his teammates are there, because that was an opportunity for Manila Diggers to score, and you wouldn't want to give them space to have one goal above them.
You see the difference in possession. 2/3 going the way of Mendiola. And here there's a corner kick. Oof. Headed on right into that danger zone. Nobody at the end of it.
Yeah, those kinds of balls, Jing, ang hirap because again, it happens so fast. I mean, it's easy watching and seeing, this player should have been there. Like the player should have read it better, but when you're on the pitch and things happen so quick, it's hard to judge.
Dispossessed in the middle. Ajimadi giving chase. There's room on the right side para kay Abalos. Can they attack here? Trying to thread the ball through. Just a moment too late to anticipate. It was the 21-year-old Japanese Hiromasa Ishikawa, of course, scorer of the first goal of the match. A player who's played in Mongolia and Armenia, of all places. You don't get too many of those making their way here to the Philippines. He's been around and about.
I think that's exciting, Jing, na may mga players tayo na nakalaro na sa mga bansang tulad na yon, and they can say that they've also played for the Philippines, and that's a dream. That's why we now have 15 teams in this league. You know, this PFL this year wants to be as competitive as possible and create the best kind of platform for Filipino footballers, yes, but also international talent who can challenge and add to the growth of, you know, our growing football scene.
Of course, there's a much bigger allotment for foreigners on a team or in a squad. This season, it's been increased to 5 on the field, at least for outfielders. You can even have a 6th as a goalkeeper, so it's a 5+1 on the pitch at any given time, but it's unlimited in your squad, as many foreigners as you'd like. There's been quite an interesting reception for that. Mixed views. What are your thoughts on having this foreign contingent more accessible to the PFL?
I think at the end of the day, we ask the question, what is the end goal of why we do establish leagues like this? And to me personally, the end goal is to make it as competitive as possible, because when you have talent, whether it be foreign and local, competing against each other and making it hard for each other, inevitably players just keep getting better, and that's what we want, you know, to raise the standard of Philippine football.
Jata would come close there. Long range effort. It's going to be off target. Jahana Daiki. That's got to be one of the greatest haircuts in the league right now.
Seriously, I'm curious to know how much gel he places to keep that hairstyle in place.
Woke up like this, he said.
Oh,
Jata with a nice little layoff.
cheeky little move there from Jata. You won't expect a move like that from him, and those kinds of moments and skills really throw off your defenders.
Na-delay lang yung pasa ng konti. At kaya naman offside ang itatawag. He was desperate to get that ball earlier.
Encouraging to see there for Mendiola FC, where if they had stayed on side, could have been threatening for the defense line.
It's been the nature of the game so far. Bihira nila hawak yung bola, Mendiola, but they do have the ability to unlock Manila Digger when they do have the chances to get on the ball.
And when we look at possession, diba, 66% si Manila Diggers FC at 34% lang si Mendiola FC. Pero patas yung laban at ngayon pa nga, nandito sila sa half ni Manila Diggers FC at nanalo pa sila ng free kick.
And it's in a dangerous area as well. It's Ali Gamlouche on your screen. It's close to being set free on the left side earlier. Ngayon, free kick para kay Nicolay Abalos and Hamed Hajimadi. Give it a momentary look. In the end, he's going to leave it for this young man. Abalos lining this one up. He looks interested in taking the strike direct, despite it being pretty far out.
Let's see what kind of magic Abalos can pull for his team, Mendiola FC.
Abalos gets it on target. That's not going to be enough to beat Yuya Kuriyama. Stop yung counter-attack doon ng Manila Digger. They're gonna have to restart this from the very back. Kuriyama.
Smart of Manila Diggers to be able to do this because we do have 3 minutes left on the clock, and I could imagine that Manila Diggers would want to be safe and secure with their passes, especially that they're in their half, and Mendiola FC rather is starting to creep up on them.
Staying patient. Giganto showed. Digger getting 2 times more shots than Mendiola. That was a bit enough to get the go-ahead here. In fact, it was them who had to come from behind.
Mendiola's not showing any signs of stopping. They want to get one up before the halftime, and it is incredibly important to have the lead at halftime because that is it's a mental thing to come up at an advantage when you enter the halftime.
Jata coming close there, but he was offside. I think Pinheiro was actually onside in that moment, but couldn't communicate that he should have been the one to receive it.
And this is the thing with offside rules, right, in football, and being able to communicate who has the better chance at having the advantage between teammates. Kung sino ba yung onside in that moment.
It's a great moment for Manila Digger. Another glimpse of what they're about there. Jata this time getting Pinheiro involved. Giganto at the far post. He's going to head this into the path of Jata. Eventually the flag is raised.
I think in that moment, Jing, Giganto could have been a little bit more selfish with himself, where instead of putting it back and setting his teammate up in the center where all the defenders are, he could have taken his defender on and have that whole left side space to sort of set himself up and really have a shot on goal.
3 minuto na lang ang natitira. That's all the added time we have here in this first half. Calmly done by Betanyo. Hajimadi going long. A little too close to Barsanilla, who takes care of the danger. Rare spell of possession here for Mendiola. Misplaced by Tanyamor. Pinheiro now probing. Getting it out wide and forcing a save. No! It snuck through! Manila Digger in front! Earl Pinheiro!
Ang saya, Jing. Pinheiro went for the go-ahead, and really Manila Diggers is coming into the second half with that advantage na they are leading, and a lot to think of if you are Mendiola FC.
It looked like Betanyo got a touch to it. He did. It wasn't enough to push it away, and what a time to score.
My player number 22,
Eto, parang theme natin. He thought about taking off his shirt in that moment, but he said, I'm gonna be smart with my cards and keep my shirt on. So just a goal for him for this match.
Great finish from Earl Pinheiro, and Manila Digger completing the comeback here.
And this is what we were saying entering this match. Manila Diggers isn't unfamiliar with being one goal down and responding, and wow, what a response that they've done. 2-1 now as we head into the second half.
Mendiola certainly disappointed at how things have transpired. Always so difficult when you concede right before halftime. It shifts the feeling of the squad heading into the dugout.
Let's see what they can make of this last free kick. I mean, there is probably the last play for this first half, and Mendiola is gonna look to create something.
Abalos getting into the danger zone. Cleared away. And there is the halftime whistle. What a half of football we've seen here between these two. Those bodies splayed out on the pitch right now.
A lot to think of if you're Mendiola FC, where you're entering the second half with one goal down, and when you look to win, that would mean sinking 2 goals in the second half, and just a lot to think of for them to come together as a team, and hopefully this next 15 minutes they're able to reassess and adjust and see how they would want to play the second half.
It finishes 2-1 in favor of Manila Digger. We'll be right back. Halftime at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium, where it is Manila Digger 2, Mendiola FC 1991 1. Mendiola got the scoring started with Ishikawa, but Giganto and Pinheiro have turned things around in a big way here in the first half for Manila Digger.
Manila Diggers have the front foot now entering the second half because they are at a 1-goal advantage. And when we look at the match stats now, with Manila Diggers having 10 shots on goal and 6 on target, it sort of makes sense why they are entering the second half with an advantage. But Mendiola FC is still a force to be reckoned with. We were able to see that in moments in the game where they did score first and they continued to push on till the last moment.
We got a chance now to turn it over pitch side with Megan Cabrera.
If there is one person we can credit for Coach Jake Waikong and Coach Pong Liman being here today, it's Coach Ariel Caslib, their former coach in San Beda. Nakuwento nga ni Coach Pong, the senior between them two, na na-coach niya na si Coach Jake while the former was still in college and the latter in high school, bago sila nagsabay sa collegiate ranks. And he says that even early on, even at an early age, si Coach Ariel really prepared them not just to play the game, but to coach as well. And I really hope that this inspires not just the next generation of players, but as well as the next generation of coaches who continue to elevate this beautiful game. Jing and Cam.
Oh,
Ang ganda
report there,
nun.
Megan. And we'd like to thank the Philippines Football League's official catering partner Moment Group for their generous support to us. And yeah, fantastic to know that both of them shared quite a history together. And Coach Aris Caslib creating a new generation. Like, the ripples keep going for Aris Caslib in his circle of influence throughout his coaching career.
And when we talk about legacy, that seems to be the legacy that Coach Caslib is leaving to the pitch, na sinashare niya ito a certain level of learning, culture, values, and that really is what makes the sport so beautiful.
The second half action just about to get underway here. Mendiola will have had a lot to talk about during the break. After starting so well with that goal from Ishikawa, they find themselves a goal behind here. Not quite a mountain to climb. But certainly, it's going to be uphill for them. Meanwhile, for Manila Digger, nakikita natin, iba din yung personality ng team na to. There is no quit in them. They never accept that they are out of a game. And they've shown great character in their first 3 matches, and they're showing it again here today.
Character indeed, Jing, and this is the kind of team that you would not want to count out because of like what they stand for as a team. And when I think Manila Diggers, I think fight. I think fight till the end, and results have been showing that, diba? In terms of the results, but also in the first half where they were 1 goal down and now they are leading.
Time to put you back in the hot seat here, Cam. If you were in the shoes of Jeffrey Kwaikong and Jeffrey Liman on the sidelines, what are you telling your boys at the halftime break heading into this second half?
For Manila Diggers, definitely, I believe that the instruction to them is just stick to the game plan. They did play the first half pretty well. They could have easily collapsed after that first goal, but they were persistent in their game plan to, you know, be on the ball, keep shooting just be patient. The goals will come, and it did. And then for Mendiola FC, heading into the second half, definitely the goal is to equalize first and foremost, secure that equalizing goal. And to be able to do that, I believe they would need to give better supporting angles to each other para makomplete nila yung mga pasa nila.
So there you have it, the marching orders for this second 45 minutes. Mendiola here getting an opportunity to venture forward. Didn't have a lot of the ball in that opening half. Struggled to control. They're pressuring high here, Mendiola. Been bypassed well. Giganto with an early ball. Jata. He's got Pinheiro in support. Looking to get it back over to the left side, but he's been denied.
What an opportunity Jata had there to really control the ball, and had he been able to do that, he would be one-on-one versus Betanyo of Mendiola FC.
Pinheiro just unable to keep that in play. Third goal para sa Manila Digger would really be able to set the tone para dito sa koponan ng Manila Digger. They could use a bit of breathing space.
That's why I believe during these next few minutes are so important for Mendiola FC, because they would not want to concede another goal to keep them in the game, because if they do concede a goal, that would be an even bigger mountain to climb for them moving forward.
Gonna play that ball quickly. Yusuke gave it away. Now Hajimadi looking to switch it. Lifting it into the path of Ishikawa. It's been quite the collision between the two. And it's been a clash of heads. Ishikawa backing up. And meanwhile, inatake naman ng center back na si Darwin Regala. Or rather, it's Jovan Marfiga who went for it. He's clipped his face, it looks like, onto the back of the head of Ishikawa.
And important in these moments that really players are given the treatment that they need, because ulo nga to, lalo na sa football, delikado pag ulo na ang natamaan.
Taking a look there at Ishikawa Hidomasa. Seems to be okay. Meanwhile, Jovan Marfiga is picking himself up. One more look at it. Double whammy nga si Ishikawa, actually, because he got hit in the back of the head and the ball hit him in the face.
Right. Hindi ko mas masakit sa kanya dahil sa front part ng ulo siya natamaan versus his opponent nasa likod ng ulo. So mas matigas kasi yung likod ng ulo eh. Kaya masakit pag sa harap ka tinamaan, and we could see.
Looks like it's just above the eye as well for Jovan Marfiga. So bumukha siyang boksingero.
I was gonna say, lucky that he didn't have any cut in that area, because that is the softest part of the face.
Giganto. Been dangerous all game. And that's a lovely challenge to deny Jota. And he's hurt himself in the process, it looks like. Yuan Renya. Play continues though. He's got to pick himself back up here. Polinag. Niyayakap niya dito si Jata.
He's trying. When you're against players like that, you have to do everything in your power to really stop him. Kung meaning neto, yakapin niya. Basta within the rules of the game, syempre.
Mendiola haven't had much joy dispossessing Digger in their own half.
Barsanilla in that moment did well to dribble his way out of trouble. And you don't see a lot of defenders having that kind of confidence to be able to do that. So points to Barsanilla for that move.
Launched forward. Needed to get these headers correct because Jata's lurking. He spun away. Recovering just in time.
Mendiola doing well to stifle Jata as much as possible. We saw at one point 3 players are on him. At from the start of the match pa lang, parang yun yung na-notice ko na Mendiola is a team that has a recovery mindset. Meaning neto, pag nawala nila yung bola, as a team, they try to win it back as fast as possible.
Mendiola now looking to get in behind Ishikawa. Giving chase. Just wasn't aided by the backspin of the ball. He's hungry to get a second here, the Japanese striker. Quite experienced for a 21-year-old, having played in Mongolia and Armenia.
Yes, at such a young age, you would want to be exposed to many different styles of play, and we could see how his experience is shining now here in the Philippine Football League.
Player on the ground here for Mendiola, needing a bit of treatment. It's Louis Polinag na may nararamdaman dito. And they're signaling that it might need a substitution here.
Polinag has been working hard to stifle the likes of Jata there in the defense line, and it's not easy what he does, and it would be unfortunate for Mendiola FC should he step off the pitch.
He's walking gingerly. Itong si Polinag. I hope he's gonna be okay here. As you said, isa siya sa mga mainstay dito ng Mendiola, and he's been heavily involved as well. But he's receiving treatment. We'll see. Nobody warming up. There's one player now warming up for Mendiola. Manila Digger continuing play. It's a man advantage for the time being. 10 lang ang nasa field para sa Mendiola. Jata chesting it down. He's offside. Finding space on the right side was Earl Pinheiro. He's been doing that so well in this game.
And each time he's been in front of the goal, he has been looking to score. And in the and we saw in the first half, diba, na when he did take that shot, pumasok, and it seems to have given him the confidence to do it again in the second half.
So magkakaroon na ng mga substitution dito para sa Mendiola. Kirk Emansi papasok, si Jel Siso na rin ang papasok sa laro. At ang mga papalitan ay si Polinag, who's already off the pitch, at si Ali Gamluch.
Substitution for Mendiola FC 1991. Player number 30, Ali Galuche, replaced by player number 29, Kirk C.
Opportunity for C and Sison to make an impact here as Mendiola look for a way back in this game. Going for the long throw. Medyo nadulas nga lang sa kamay.
It is tricky, diba, pag sobrang pinapawisan ka and you wanna keep a hold of that ball, and those small errors you really can't expect. And you just have to deal with it as it goes.
Yusuke had done well for Mendiola, but it's back the opposite direction. Jata now nicking in. Shot just wide. Sakit sa ulo para sa Mendiola itong si Jata. Every time the ball is heading in his direction, they're desperately trying to keep him quiet.
He has been the target player for Manila Diggers FC. But I believe Mendiola has been doing a good job marking him. But these are warning signs that Manila Diggers is already making. In the past 10 minutes, they have been finding Jata, and they have to be careful not to allow him into the goal.
Wide open on the right side. Can they take advantage here? Mendiola, they find Hajimari! Leaning backwards, couldn't take advantage. Lost his balance at the vital moment. It fell to the right man. It popped up and he lost his footing. Manila Digger completely undone in that moment.
crucial opportunity for Mendiola to miss that shot, and unfortunate that Hamed wasn't able to bury that in for Mendiola FC.
What a moment. A real opportunity for Mendiola. They haven't had many in this game.
That just might be what Mendiola needs right now to really break the momentum of Manila Diggers, who have been pouncing on their goal, who have been testing the defense line. And when we talk about momentum and breaking it, goal opportunities like that shift the momentum back to Mendiola FC.
Kung magsusulat ka ng script para sa Mendiola, you get an opportunity to get a chance in front of goal. Who better than your captain and a man with 10 years of experience in the top flight of Philippine football? That's the guy that you want. Just didn't pan out for them on that moment.
And as you said, he is no stranger to this league, and minsan yun yung kailangan mo as a player, na magising ka that you'd have that mistake to sort of redeem yourself. And as a leader, we do expect Hamed to be that kind of player na, as you could see now, directing his team, but he would not want to make the same mistake twice when he does have that opportunity in front of the goal.
He's definitely going to be desperate to get a second opportunity, a second crack at goal. Jata, what a ball! Eric Giganto setting up his teammate. It's a third for Manila Digger. Well worked from right to left and put on a plate to be finished off. Jahana Daiki making it 3-1.
And Daiki, that wasn't the first time he did that, where he would come in deep and support his teammates. And again, it's so hard to mark players like that because their intent to move forward is so pronounced. And really props to Manila Diggers FC for finishing that goal.
And that scene there was the good work of Jata, peeling out wide, delivering the ball to Eric Giganto, who was smart enough and unselfish enough to set up Jahana for the goal. Smashing in that Star Polaris, the official match ball of the PFL.
Ito na yung sinasabi natin na momentum na kay Manila Diggers. They have been knocking, they've been trying to get that shot on goal, and it has paid off with all their efforts to move forward, to find Jata, to support each other, and really just beautiful football and teamwork.
Ito na ba yung time na magkakaroon ng laro ang Manila Digger, where there will be more than one goal of a difference? And meanwhile, Hamed Hajimadi getting entangled here with Darwin Regala. Hamed Hajimadi taking offense to the strong challenge of Darwin Regala, who held his ground. He's not going to back down from Hamed Hajimadi. And meanwhile, perhaps a bit of frustration showing here for the veteran.
Just heated words still continuing to be exchanged, even if they've been separated by their teammates. And you're right, you know, it's part of the match. Nakaka-frustrate din nga talaga.
Ito mo kaagad yung fourth official natin na si Michael Barajas, spotting the incident, keeping a close eye on it. There will be a talking to for both players, hand in the pocket already of Rimar De Los Santos, at magbibigay siya dito ng mga yellow card. Hajimadi and Regala both getting a yellow. Hamed Hajimadi pleading his case. kung bakit nabigyan din siya ng dilaw, but certainly it takes two to tango. And Hamid certainly had his arm around Darwin Regala. And just to bring down the heat levels in this game, referee Raymar de los Santos punishing both. And you'd hope that will allow the two to simmer down.
So now that we have 30 minutes left of open play with still a lot of minutes to go, that kind of interaction is something that you would want to just kill on the spot. You would want as a team to remain and regain the composure to sort of go back to the game plan, diba? And football is an emotional game, and I think in this moment the teams have to remember to stay professional because again they still have 30 minutes left of the game to play.
Frustration mula sa Mendiola. They weren't able to take advantage really the opportunity and the space that was given for them. Regala now looking for the run. Jata spilled by the goalkeeper. And he's taking it on the second serving.
We could see there Daiki ready for that second face ball just as Betano spilled it on the initial save, but he did well and good enough to be able to secure the ball for his team.
Mendiola now needing to recover here. Not just because they're 2 goals down, but they're looking a little rattled. They're finding their flow, Manila Digger. Spreading it out wide. Digger hoping that they won't have to endure any more drama in their games.
Well, still a lot to play for, you know, with 25 minutes now to still play for this match, and Mendiola is not backing down, as we could see from their captain. The passion is there, the intent to want to continue to fight, but they do need to be better at staying composed.
It's a fantastic ball in behind from Hajimari. A strike across goal, not on target.
That's so difficult, Jing, when you are on top speed and the ball is across your body and you have a defender on you entering the box. Really, he did his best in that moment.
Fantastic attempt. Great run in behind. It was found well, the substitute Kirk Emansi. You do see that goals similar to that being scored. They make it look easy, but a tough one to take. You see the possession statistics have changed quite a bit. Imbis na 2/3 na pupunta sa Manila Digger, it's much closer now, 53 to 47.
I think when we look at the stories of the numbers, it is interesting to see how it has shifted a little bit, but we talk also about the effectivity of this possession, and Manila Diggers seem to be more effective when they do have the ball. Na pag nasa kanila yung bola, may mga chances tulad neto where they are getting into the box of Mendiola FC, where they are creating shots and opportunities. So ito yung kwento behind the numbers din.
Jacob Tanyamor with a strong challenge on Eric Giganto. Ito makikita natin ulit. This time, Giganto going towards the end line. Tanyamor getting plenty of the ball.
Really good defending from Tanyamor actually. Just being patient. Alam niya si Gaganto, he is a player to watch. So you would just want to just minimize as much attempts as possible for the goal.
Couple substitutions being readied here by Mendiola. We're going to wait until after this corner kick is taken. And delivery. Needed to get that right. Betaño Jata was there, ready. Second attempt. And Betaño staying firm. Substitutions now coming. Papasok si Silver Pormento. Ang papalitan niya.
Substitution for
Yusuke, I believe.
1991.
Let's have a look here.
Nita, Yusuke, yes? Yusuke and Nita.
And Peter John Banaynal. Papasok na rin. Tatanggalin na si Hamed Hajimadi.
Mendiola FC 1991. Player number 10, Hamed Hajimadi. Replaced by player number 14, Peter John Banaynal.
Hamed Hajimadi, a disappointing outing for him. Almost making an assist though, before he was substituted. Of course, he'll be looking back at that attempt he had in front of goal that he'd love to have back.
Yeah, that is definitely something he will think about when he sleeps tonight, and all the more fuel to lead his team into the next game. So.
Let's take a look at this. Fantastic finish mula kay Daiki kanina. At yan ang rason kung bakit 3-1 ang ating scoreline. The only goal in this second half so far. Foul on Jata. High boot. Mukhang mababa para sa kanya. Pero it was actually a pretty high one.
For the average person, that was pretty high.
Buti na lang wala ako sa pitch. Kundi ulo ko yun. Digger knocking it around nicely. Regala. Keeping the ball well. Ishikawa pleading for support in the press. He's all alone at the moment. Opting to go long. Betaño there to help his defense. Jata just trying to be as much of a handful as possible.
This defender did well to really block his run. I believe that is number 6, Renya. Yua Renya.
Shin Min-ki brought down. Less than 20 remaining in the contest. 95% ang passing accuracy ng Manila Digger, showing the quality of their side.
That's a really good statistic to have, and really they could use as their strategy for this game and also for games moving forward, what they're capable of when they are on the ball.
Cut back. It's contact at the edge of the box. And it is going to be a free kick in a very dangerous area as it was John Sangchon who was brought down. A couple players interested in taking this, more than a couple, in fact.
This is one of the most dangerous positions in the field, rather, to give up a free kick, because you're right at the smack center of the goal and at the top of the penalty box. You're so close to the goal, and it seems like Daiki is interested to shoot the ball forward, and Mendiola definitely have their hands full for this free kick.
Ang daming interesado. Cam. Captain having a word.
Yes.
You have Daiki, who's over the ball. Jata. Nagmamasakali din.
This is a great opportunity. I would also want to be there.
Who's going to take it here para sa Manila Digger? Jata steps over. Didn't take a full advantage of that, and it's the captain forcing a save. And Daiki has been brought down once more, and Mendiola keep giving opportunities here to Manila Digger as Banaynal committing the error. Ito yung chance mula kay Shin, forcing the save mula kay Bitanyo. And then shortly after, just got drawn in there.
Right before that play panned out, we saw Jata step over the ball, and again, makita natin like his role seems to be really to just create confusion from the defense line. He has been doing that in open play, meaning when the ball is being passed around, but also in a set piece situation here na parang kala nila siya yung magugol. Pero he just stepped over, and it was the captain inevitably who took it.
This time Shin not in the picture, or at least not yet, as Daiki is over the ball. Does favor a right footer from this angle. We'll see if they can test the keeper once more. The third gives them a cushion. The fourth will give them all the way through. That one again, Betanyo able to deal with. Kung makakuha pa sila ng isa pa dito, you'd expect them to be getting all 3 points already. Shin with the control. Daiki. Lovely ball. Looking for Giganto. It's well read and dealt with by Tanyamor. Giganto running at his man, and it's well dealt with. Ishikawa, he's been forced to be quiet in this second half, but he's been pulled back here. At ito na mga substitution para sa Manila Digger. Shin doing what you'd expect from a captain, doing his duty. He's lucky to not be booked.
And I think yun yung mga tinatawag din natin diyang na mga duty foul, na it's a necessary foul basically, where you would want to just nip the attack of the opponent as quickly as possible, shut it down. I mean, you give up a free kick, but it is at a portion of the field where it's not as dangerous as we saw earlier on, diba, na right on top of the box. Dito, makita natin it's in the middle third or in the middle of the pitch, kaya it was necessary.
John making way, as well as Ibarle. Papasok dito si Daniel Ashley at si Su Diao. The pair coming off the bench to finish off the final 13 minutes. Giganto. Turning on the jets. He's looking for Jata.
Cheeky little move there by Betano.
Confidence from the keeper.
Love to see it.
Not going to find room on the left side. Darwin Regala quick to read it. He's going to try to muscle this one out. Good use of the body. And great awareness from the right back. Saw where the danger was. Was quick to deny. Razonable. Been a quiet half for Kuriyama. Went under the foot. Ishikawa. They've dealt with the danger here. Bit of tempo now from Mendiola. Not on the same wavelength was Abalos. Na-expect niya may mga tatakbo patungo sa loob ng box.
Doon natin nakikita yung tinatawag natin na risk versus reward, diba? In the middle of the pitch where you do have possession and are finally in your opponent's half, do you give away the ball in the hopes that you do have running players, or do you keep it and try and make something of it? And Mendiola needs to be a little bit better assessing those situations because they are down 2 goals right now.
Flicked on. Gets it back. Digger quick to close down the spaces. They're looking for Ishikawa, who was outnumbered. That's a bit short. Razonable getting there first. Ang bilis ng recovery ni Darwin Regala.
Razonable read that play pretty well. The pass was a bit short and he was there to pounce on that. Not the best pass by Manila Diggers.
Substitution para sa Mendiola. Papasok ngayon si Paul Joshua Mapula.
Substitution for Mendiola FC 1991. Player number 12, Eljan Razonable. Replaced by player number 20.
Si Razonable ang papalitan dito. 5 substitutions made by Mendiola. They've got all the firepower from the bench that they can utilize out there on the pitch. Looking to finish strong now, the brave men. And it poked away, Ishikawa. It's been busy, Betano. Where do you go from here as Mendiola? That's the question for them. They've suffered back-to-back defeats heading into this one. It's going to be 3 in a row now against a team like Manila Digger, who is a team that perhaps on paper you were expected to beat heading into this season. They suffered a surprise against Don Bosco Garelli, and now they find themselves in this difficult position now where it's 3 on the bounce. a tough road ahead in the PFL. So what's next for them?
A tough road ahead indeed, Jane, because it is hard when you have been losing games one after the other. So when we ask what's next for them, definitely they have no choice but to move forward from this. And I think what they can take from this match is really the first 20 minutes where they were able to catch and where they were able to catch the Manila Diggers defense line off guard and really utilize the players that have stood out. And in that moment, it was Hiromasa Ishikawa.
Pinheiro trying to create a bit of room, and he does. Don't have the numerical advantage. Mendiola, some tired legs out there for the Brave Men.
I think when we talk also about where do they go from here, they can utilize their strengths, which is being a unit, diba? Kita nga natin na even their coaches attribute the legacy of Coach Ares, and it really is up to them where they want to go from here.
Abalos, tricky. Clipped twice actually by Darwin Regala. This is a painful one. Renya needing treatment. Yellow card already out for Raymar De Los Santos. And he's gonna book Jata.
That looked very painful, Jing. That was cleats up, on your feet as well, and good that Renya is on the ground getting treatment kasi ang sakit nun.
Five minutes to go. Jata has been tireless up front. Got a little over-enthusiastic there. And given away rather cheaply by Mendiola. It's these little moments that will need to be addressed for Mendiola if they want to be competitive this season.
When we talk about where do they go from here, that's a solid action point that they can start with, making sure that they improve their passing accuracy, the technical skills of being able to pass a 5-meter pass, a 10-meter pass, and then it really is down to the tiny details. And the good thing about tiny details is that it is something that if you are mindful of, you're able to improve and learn from.
Johanna Daiki, goal scorer, is going to be replaced. And so is Earl Pinheiro, who also found the back of the net. Two goal scorers coming off. Eric Manlapas coming on.
Replaced by player number 23, Eric Manlapas.
I believe Dalam also made his way in. Seems like job done here for Manila Digger. Looking for one more. Looking for the cherry on top. Didn't quite get it on that occasion.
Again, Jata was the target person there, and no surprise because of how tall and how towering his he is over his defenders. Ishikawa there trying to contribute to his team. It was a good, well-weighted pass from the left winger into his running space, but it just proved a little bit too much because he did have two players on him. And when you're a striker trying to to one, control the ball, two, try and score. It is a lot. So it's not easy what Ishikawa is trying to do and what Mendiola wants to happen in the last 4 minutes of the match.
Jata. Looking for Giganto, and Betanyo doing well. Jata now turning. And Daniel Ashley doing well to protect. And now Mendiola finding room on the left side. Nice reverse ball into the box. Ishikawa with a second.
What a play there by Mendiola FC. In that moment, they were really able to untangle the Manila Diggers FC, and this is the kind of breakthrough that they've been working and possibly what they needed right before the match ends.
Abalos doing well at nahanap niya si Ishikawa nasa harap ng goal. Turned it in well. Ito na nga ang sinasabi natin. Mahilig sa drama itong Manila Digger. At balik sa isa ang kalamangan nila. No such thing as a sure thing para sa Manila Digger. Gusto nila close game.
And at the same time, for Mendiola FC to not count them out, that even if they are 1 goal down now, they still have plenty to fight for. And I think that was great effort by Abalos to really curl that ball in across his body, set his teammate up, Ishikawa, for that header into the goal.
3 minuto na lang ang natitira. Is that enough time for Mendiola to complete the comeback and equalize here to share the spoils? We will see. This is the beauty of the PFL. You think you're home and dry, you relax for a moment, and you get punished. Little slip there at the back, goes unpunished. And then Mendiola have space. And they get the ball to the right man. Abalos has been a dangerous threat.
Here they go again, trying to string some attacks, and that's what happens when you have, when you get to score a goal, parang mas magaganahan ka pa na isa pa, diba? And again, 3 minutes is a lot of time in the football world.
Chance for Mendiola! Just wide.
Sabi ko sa'yo, Jing, madaming time yung 3 minutes.
Let's have a look at this. Ishikawa doing well. And just couldn't curl it there. Muntika na yun para si Mendiola. What a moment that would have been if they were able to tie things up. A minute and change to go. Things have changed here. Mendiola now knocking the ball around. They've won possession.
As Manila Diggers, they have to be smart in the last minute of the half, because they are, again, leading by 1. And they need to just, at this point, keep the ball or make sure that Mendiola doesn't have a sniff on goal.
And look at this. Everybody up for the Brave Men. It's going to be Betanyo to take the free kick. They're going to launch everybody forward. And they get it out wide. So many bodies to aim for. Abalos. Not what they were looking for. Now Jata racing forward. Jata able to body Betano. There's nobody in goal. And they couldn't take advantage. Sue missed it completely, but it might not matter. Time has run out on Mendiola. The comeback falls short. But what a fight back. What a way to stay in the game for Mendiola. But in the end, Manila Digger doing enough to get all 3 points against Mendiola.
Enough indeed, Jing, and we came into this match knowing that it is a matchup of mentality, and both teams showed the mentality of wanting to win, wanting to score, and just in that last 10 minutes, Mendiola especially showing that they are not the team to be counted out. But unfortunately, they do lose this match, and Manila Diggers come home with the 3 points, which in the 90 minutes, they have shown very encouraging signs of attacking the ball, finding their top strikers, and inevitably having more shots on goal.
That means Manila Digger will move up into the top half of the table and really be amongst the mix of the best teams right now in the PFL. It's another narrow win for Manila Digger. They're making it a habit, but 3 points in the bag nonetheless. Valiant effort mula kay Ishikawa and the rest of Mendiola FC 1991. Pero tatlong talo na yan na sunod-sunod para sa koponan ng Mendiola, and they certainly have to do a lot in order to get back on track this season.
Certainly, Jing. And for Manila Diggers, on the other hand, this is the boost that they need to move forward. They did come from a loss, and now that they have secured this 3 points, even though it is a close matchup again, they take home like 3 points, and each game really does count, especially in this league. And we see players like Giganto, Pinheiro, Jahana really shining for their teams, and all goal scorers for this match.
So grabe, 2 goals additional ang nakita natin in this second half with Jahana and Ishikawa on the score sheet. It looked like Manila Digger were home and dry for the majority of that second half, but ang sabi nga natin, no, they always want a bit more excitement in the game, and it finished in a flurry. But in the end, Ishikawa's goal was just a little too late for them to complete a third goal in the comeback for Mendiola.
Definitely a lot of things, a lot of learnings from both ends. From Mendiola.
Jing and Cam, our moment man of the match, Eric Giganto, with 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 shots, 92% pass rate, and 24 passes completed. Eric, ano masasabi mo? You had the first goal for the Manila Diggers, and you know that this is a special game, especially for your coach, going up against Mendiola for the first time in competition.
As we know, we're new teams here, but this is football. We expect, we train also, we do our best, and I'm thankful for my teammates also that we did our best until 90 minutes, so we're thankful for that.
And with that, Mendiola really, until the end, was fighting it out. And what can you say about the endurance and yun nga, the fight that your team gave the full 90 minutes?
I think we have the will to get the 3 points, the 100% 3 points. That's what I was saying as one of the experienced player in the team, and I think I did my best also inside the field. So I'm so happy that we get the 3 points tonight.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Eric, and to your team. Back to you, Jing and Cam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
His name today in a constant outlet on the left side, and that will do us here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. An exciting 3 matches completed here tonight on this Saturday as we take a look at some of the highlights from this contest.
We found earlier on Manila Diggers had the front foot and possession, but really the individual effort of Ishikawa to dribble out of his defenders shows the kind of skills and value he has for his team.
Ishikawa, one of the goals of the season there. Just a brilliant individual work. Manila Digger responded by bringing Jata on to the pitch to try to change things up. And Pinheiro able to respond. And this came after Eric Giganto's wonderful goal. But Jata was always a threat up front for Manila Digger. Didn't actually get on the score sheet, didn't actually make an assist, but was dangerous all throughout. And this was the one that took them beyond reach and ended up becoming the winner.
Dangerous indeed, Jata, that he was really creating confusion in the defender's point of view. And again, he wasn't on the score sheet, but really his effort has elevated and empowered his teammates to finish it off.
An exciting game between these two, and all 3 points going the way of Manila Digger. For my partner Cam Rodriguez and the team here with Derek Francis and the pitch side reporter Megan Cabrera. My name is Jing Hamlang. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for more PFL action.
People always trying to put me down on the ground, but I always be jealous 'cause I do right.